Hi, welcome to my presentation. The Thing from the Future is a game designed to create hypothetical and insightful objects from different futures. A game is played when a single card is drawn from each of the 4 decks. Then the players must come together and devise a coherent vision for the future from which the thing resides and results from. Thinking 100 years from now is an interesting question. It's far enough in the future that you can have a lot of possibilities of growth in society and technology, but close enough that you can forecast out current trends and technologies with a reasonable sense of assurance. The moon is also an interesting place to design for. You could look at both the physical location of the moon, but also the social importance of the moon to our culture, think Apollo mission, that kind of thing. I found it really hard to work with the magazine cover. It's an object that has no particular connection to a location, and therefore it's hard to connect back to the home, but it's still a helpful challenge. I really loved having the Moon of Serenity. There's so many questions you can have about how we promote a sense of calm. There's such a solid conceptual framework of the elements needed in a home to allow it to be a place where calmness and regeneration can occur. The following are 2 concepts I looked into. Moon Mag is a virtual reality magazine designed to be distributed to people working on the moon. Each magazine contains a particular experience designed to help connect the reader back to the Earth and its natural environment. Playdate is an interesting piece of precedence because of how they deliver their content. Each month, a new game is pushed onto the device in a similar way that magazines work today. Moon Mag would work in a similar way, but also allowing the storing up of physical issues into like a library. Pocket Home builds from the trend of increased mobility in virtual reality. In this design, the user carries their home with them on a small phone-sized device. These are early drafts of the virtual home I made using Microsoft Marquette. This home is designed in what I call a neon classical style, with their marble-like pillars and wide acropolis spaces. I ultimately found this concept of floating spaces within voids just really hard to create a sense of home within, and the design just too sparse but also too abstract at the same time. This is how I ended up with my final design, Heavens. Let me read you a bit of a narrative that I wrote for this particular feature. Each home became an exact representation of a person's identity, a place they could live an existentially authentic life with a community not bound by space and someday not time. During the night, as a dweller walked through the streets of whatever city they found themselves in, they always felt at home when they could look up at the sky and see their home shining down upon them. Heavens is a wild departure from the current way we look at and design homes. Rooms become platforms in space, with the lunar surface then shifted to partially enclose these houses like a blanket, filled with non-Euclidean geometry, different scales within one space, changing gravity fields between different parts of rooms. These homes contain a weird approach to the built environment, with space being less of an issue. Anyone can have a backyard or home theater set up. Yet the furniture within these weird rooms remain the same. Our ergonomics aren't changing in the next 100 years. Yet without the physical restraints, what kind of art could we build within these spaces? Here's a little demo video showing off the rest of it. Thanks.